aren't clear, you aren't here. Oh, okay, perfect.
I've literally never played that.
No problem. In that case, I can give us a refresher course real quick. The whole principle of Mafia is to be a social deduction game. The idea is we're going to spend a lot of time talking in order to decide who is Mafia and who's a town role.
Oh, wait, a little bit because your head's catching the whole camera.
My head's catching the whole camera. Oh, my fault. I have no spatial awareness. Anyways, so the idea behind Mafia is I'm acting as the game master, meaning I'm effectively going to be responsible for distributing the roles, making sure that the discussions and timing goes along as accordingly, because discussion periods can be lengthy if a lot of people have a lot to say. And I'm also just going to be sort of continuing the narrative within this particular game. I'm just going to be saying, for example, if someone dies, and people will be dying in Mafia, I'm going to explain the horrible, gruesome way in which they do so. That's the most fun bit. Like Bailey.
Yeah, you gotta make up scenarios like we're on the Among Us spaceship.
Exactly. And alright. So obviously that's sort of just an overview of my role as game master, but you all are actually the game participants. Like I said earlier, 3 of you are going to be chosen to be Mafia, and the Mafia is like the informed minority working together in order to either kill town during the night phases, or manipulate other townspeople into voting out their other town members. This is just sort of to. The idea is to make it so that eventually the Mafia is either half the roster or a majority, and at which point they win. They want to eliminate all of the town. What the townspeople do is they're going to be. Sorry, I keep like there's a bunch of rules. I'm trying to go back and forth, but nevertheless, the town is the uninformed majority, and they've kind of got a few more diverse roles. Mafia, during the day and night phase, they act as town, but during night they'll try to kill people. Most of the townspeople are actually going to be fairly passive. During the night rules, town is actually going to be forced to lower their head and cover their ears, just so that the Mafia can make their informed decisions. However, after that phase of the nighttime, there are other forms of town members. We're going to be working with the doc, the vigilante, and the cop. I mean, ACAD, yeah, but nevertheless. But what the doctor's going to do is during the night phase, after the Mafia has chosen who to kill, the doctor is going to be asked to raise their head and then pick one person to save. If that person has been hurt by the Mafia at night, then they actually won't die during the night phase. They'll get to remain. Obviously, this is helpful for making informed decisions on who's being targeted by the Mafia. That's just something to keep in mind. The cop is an investigative role. After the doctor has chosen who to save, the cop will pick someone else, and when a cop picks someone, they can perform an investigation, and what that means is they can tell if, for example, someone went to someone else's house, and we're gonna be and that could be either Mafia or Doctor, just so we're clear. The idea is, yeah, what's up?
I was gonna say, after you're done explaining, could I try to explain it like a bit more simple terms?
No, totally, yeah. There's a lot I'm going through just because we're working with a few extra roles here, which is obviously why the pressure is helpful, and absolutely. And also just anyone feel free to cut in if I'm stumbling over myself a bit, but nevertheless, the cop's gonna be after the cop runs their investigation. Then the vigilante gets to go. The vigilante is acting for the town, and what they want to do is they want to choose one person to kill for the town. What they're trying to do is eliminate one of the Mafia during the night phase. Obviously, this runs the risk of accidentally killing one of your fellow townspeople and slowly shrinking the amount of leverage that town has before the game ends.
Should we know that Vig only has one bullet?
Yep, exactly. Mm-hmm. Vig is one bullet, so make your shot count if you're Vig. So being said that's a brief overview of the rules. Now the main framework of the game is working on a day and night cycle. I'm going to be responsible for, as the day begins, I'm going to either, at the beginning of the game, obviously no one dies, but as the game goes on, as the day cycles go open, I'm going to open by explaining who died and what actions occurred last night. Let's see, goodness. And then effectively a discussion will be taking place during the rest of the day phase. My job is to make sure it doesn't go on too long, but town is going to have as much time as it needs in order to talk to each other to try and identify Mafia. This could be based on what the doctor, vigilante, or cop finds. It could be based off of just weird social cues you're observing amongst other members of your group. The idea is to just use as much of the information from the discussion as you can to figure out who's it. After the day phase comes the night phase, which is where the roles become active, as I've described. Mafia kills town, doctor saves someone, cop sees who went to whose house, and then Vig uses their one bullet or maybe doesn't. So with that being said, is that that's effectively my run over. Bailey, did you want to cut in?
Yeah, so just like the abridged version is, we're all, imagine in Among Us terms, we're all crewmates. Are we choosing 2 imposters?
We have 3 imposters.
Okay, we have 3 imposters among us. We do not know who the imposters are, but the imposters know that they're obviously the imposters. So over the time of the game, the imposters will be trying to kill people, and if there are more imposters than crewmates at the end of the game, then the imposters win. And basically there are only like 2 roles who can really help in finding out who's the imposters. Like we chose Doc.
We have doctor, cop, and vigilante.
Okay. That's a lot. Do you want to just do 2?
Are you sure?
Well, it's
how many people do we have playing?
10 total. So it ends up being like it's vigilante 1 bullet.
Okay. Well, usually the cop just investigates. I think they when the lights go out, the cop points at somebody with the moderator, and they nod or disagree if they're not. But and you have the choice of saying whether they're imposter or not. But that makes it a bit more complicated.
Yeah, but then you have to reveal who you are, and then you're
Yeah, but the basic premise is we're all trying to figure out who the imposters are, and the imposters won't admit it.
And actually,
Who was the vigilante trying to kill?
the vigilante wants to kill one of the Mafia.
Yeah,
the thing is,
you're going on your own.
yeah, the idea behind the vigilante is you can either get insane game by eliminating 1/3 of the Mafia, or you risk shrinking your numbers as town.
And every member of the mafia could kill 1 person.
Every member of the Mafia, actually, they all have to vote to kill 1 person.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So you're not going to see multiple kills per night unless, for example, Mafia kills 1 person and Vigilante kills a separate person.
So we just point. If I'm a mafia, I just point at the person.
Exactly. And you know what? Would it be helpful to just sort of do a night, practice a night phase real quick, just because that's where the most complicated stuff comes from? I'll just. What I was gonna say was I'll just pick a couple. No one has to close their eyes. I'll just pick a couple of you arbitrarily, and we'll kind of run through a scenario, right?
Okay. Is it 1 tap, 2 taps, 3 taps, stuff like that?
What I'll end up doing is I'll end up saying out loud. I'll end up going around a circle a few times. Everyone's just gonna have their head bowed. I'll be like, "Hey, if you get your shoulder tapped, you're Mafia." And then I'll go around another time. And it's like, "Mafia, raise your heads, lower your heads." If I go around, so on and so forth. But nevertheless, what I'm gonna say real quick. Peter, Joy, Nick, pretend you're Mafia. Matt, Bailey, Beige, pretend that you are Doctor, Cop, Vigilante, respectively. All right, and then I'll be running through that with you. So night phase, for the sake of example, night phase, everyone has their heads down. What I would do first then is say, Mafia, raise your heads, and then choose someone to kill. Oh fuck! Yeah, yeah. Then then your true friendships are revealed, and then we move on.
And then we close our eyes.
Exactly.
Does Doctor get to heal himself?
Once. You get to heal yourself once. Whether or not you're hit, doesn't matter. If you burn through your heal for no reason, then unfortunate.
For this round, can you let me know who is who again? Just so, because I'm putting it.
No, I'll go back in and let you know. This is just sort of a simulation.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So after the Mafias lowered their head, I would then tell the Doctor to raise their head and pick someone to save, like he saves himself. So in this example, during the next day, Matt would be saved. And I would actually I would announce it. I wouldn't necessarily say Matt's Doctor. Yeah, of course.
if both the Mafia and the Vigilante shoot the person trying to be saved by the doctor, does the doctor die? Does the person die still?
The person does not die. The doctor is just that good.
Yeah.
However, the Vigilante Strez wasted their bullet, so...
I feel like it might have been a good idea to try and kill that person, even if they weren't Mafia.
But in that case, in this scenario, when the day phase comes, I would announce to everyone that Matt was almost hurt, but then he was fine. For example, the idea behind that is to give you just enough information to know who was affected, but only that it's carrying. It's hints for the town.
The doctor saved him. wait, he got shot in the back of the head, and then he saved himself.
It's ambiguous. It's ambiguous. After the doctor phase, what I would then say is, cop, raise your head, and then the cop would choose someone to would just like pick on someone.
Investigate this.
Pardon?
Why'd you make me a Fed?
I don't know. I thought your middle name was like Fed.
My middle, yeah. I mean, I did do police training.
Just because I did 5 years of police training does
Just 'cause
not
I
mean
did.
I'm Fed.
Find someone. Investigate.
Just say I did a few months with the badge.
In this,
Make me an actual cop.
but in this case, Bailey is cop. When I announced the cop, Bailey could raise his head, and let's say, for sake example, he chose Matt.
Yeah.
During the following morning phase, what I would say is, X person, like I would say, one of these all visited Matt last night.
Let's just run a
Or-
practice game.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, I mean the whole first game, since we have time for maybe another.
Sure. All right.
Well, our break does start at 6. I guess we'll ask if everyone still wants to play after.
Sure.
Well, we'll probably have time for another, but I also want to give people the time to have like a break before.
For downtime, for sure. All right.
Yeah, we can start this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get started. All right. We're about to begin the role picking phase. So what I'm going to do is ask that everyone please lower their heads, cover their eyes and ears. Just no metagaming. Just like don't try to tell who got what role based on footsteps because that's obnoxious. All right.
Close your eyes.
So everyone close your eyes. And if you get tapped on the shoulder, keep your eyes closed but raise your hand. All right. Mafia only. Only if you are tapped, please raise your head and look at each other so that you can identify each other. All right. Now lower our heads. I'm going to be going around one more time. This time, if you get tapped on the shoulder, you are the doctor.
The fuck is that noise?
I'm playing chess. I don't think that's a chess sign.
Yeah, the doctor needs to see them.
What is that?
Speaking of being a doctor.
I'm playing chess, guys. Alright.
Believe it or not, it is
chess.
All right. If you the doctor were tapped on the shoulder, please raise your hand. All right. Excellent. Lower your head. Now, next go around, the person I tap on the shoulder will be the vigilante. All right. If you were picked as the vigilante, please raise your head. All right. Excellent. Please lower that for me. And now, lastly, this go around, if you are tapped on the shoulder, you are the cop. All right. If you are selected as the cop, please raise your head. Excellent. All right. Now lower it. Everybody wake up. It is the dawn of a new day. You live in the beautiful city of Atlanta, Georgia. The sun is shining bright.
I love Coca-Cola.
You've got peach juice all over your face. After a long day of eating peach cobbler, you at long last lower your heads as night falls in this beautiful burb of Atlanta, Georgia. Huh?
Oh, okay, we're open.
Well, no, nothing's happened.
All right, so
Like-
So there's no discussion that needs to happen.
Yeah, so typically for this first day, I mean, if you want to discuss, you can. Just typically for this first day, there's no information to work off
there's
of.
nothing to work off of except that mint chocolate is.
If Mean Chocolate doesn't die, he's definitely Mafia guy.
If you are Mafia, just go for a check.
Well, actually, that's a free thing.
Exactly. Not one
All right,
Alright.
all right, yeah. So we're
Honestly, if Matt doesn't die, we just go he's Mafia.
good discuss. This is real meeting of the mind. All right, now night falls down. You've cleaned off your peach juice, and now night falls.
Oh, it's so delicious. I'm so tired.
All right. Mafia, raise your heads. All right. Please select one person to kill. All right. Seems consensus. Mafia, lower your heads. Doctor, raise your head. All right. Doctor, lower your head. And now, cop, raise your head. Choose one person to investigate. All right. Now, doctor, lower your head. Vigilante, raise your head. Vigilante, are you gonna? Do you choose to kill someone tonight? All right. If you said yes, please point to the one person you choose to kill. Now, Vigilante, lower your head. All right, wake up. All right, the sun rises on the beautiful city of Atlanta, Georgia once more. The birds are singing. The flowers are screaming.
They tend to do that.
All right, and it's kind of been a weird past night for Matt, right? He actually he's received multiple noise complaints. For one, it's like just on top of being waken up by seemingly a horrific intruder in his own home, in his own domicile. He managed to use his incredible might to frighten them off before he could do any harm. Of course, that wouldn't be possible without, he did sustain like 7 stab wounds, but the doctor also managed, the EMTs came through in time. Now, the police report seems to have actually indicated that there may have been some mafia activity headed over. We're not entirely sure, but we just know that multiple strange suspects have visited Matt's home last night.
So I guess he's not Mafia.
He's not. No, it's not me.
All right.
I don't know, the Mafia might have been.
Guys, talking among us.
Okay.
No, we forgot to explain the rule. The person who has the Among Us gets to talk.
Yeah.
So, Matt got attacked and healed. That means he's down. There's not really any way around that. He's down because he got it. Unless like the vigilante shot him like one. But you said there was mafia activity, so like that means.
Yes, it was the police report has indicated multiple mafiosos,
Now, the great
mafiosos.
thing about Mafia is that typically if you're being quiet and you're not contributing, you're sus. Because, imposters typically like to lay low, so make sure to speak up and vouch. But yeah, I originally thought Mint Chocolate was Mafia because he's Mint Chocolate, but now that he's dead, I don't think he is.
He's alive.
Wait, oh, he's alive. Okay.
He's alive.
Yeah, he survived his 7 stab wounds.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. With an enchanted dagger.
He could be still Mafia though, but we don't know.
Okay, so who do you think hates that guy the most?
Everyone.
This is not helpful, dude. I think everybody would.
Everybody would have shot him.
Jim, I would not have shot him because I told the Mafia to shoot him.
Does the investigation get anybody to, does it tell you who investigated? Or
Whom I'm going to identify is whether or not the Mafia visited. I will tell you that someone visited whose home, or if someone is investigated, I will say if they went to someone else's home. Essentially if
they have a role or not, basically.
Pretty much.
Like, yeah, you don't know what
all I have to add is Peach Cobbler was busted.
We'll raise your hand for that.
also, that is a good point. Who would go after the chocolate?
Boom, boom. Those two.
Stop it. I have seen the strat before of the Mafia going after someone, especially if they know. Because the thing is, because lovely Joseph over here was like, if you're the Mafia, go after Matt. The doctor then knew who to save. So the Mafia could have just like outbrained us all and chosen that.
I'm thinking in the mindset of like who would have it out for mint chocolate the most, and I'm thinking, Joy, you're a notorious Matt troller.
It's actually crazy because I'm sorry. May I see I'm actually, if you check on GMU Smash server, my role is actually president of the Matt Mint Chocolate Fan Club.
Okay.
So I think I have a relatively solid defense. I am a blessed friend of this man. I am teaching him how to pick up deaf women.
But you would kill him first.
Deaf women?
That is something that you
I'd like to say, out of everyone here, I was the only one that chose mint chocolate for my Smash team. No one else can say that.
Get the Peter, he has
So I was thinking, who would want to save mint chocolate, right? And I think both of you have good cases, because then you confirm somebody as town, and it's not Mafia, right?
Why are you trying to exclude it?
Well, you're right. Oh, that's true. I wasn't thinking about that, but you're right. You're right. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a bad line.
That's sus, but it seems like a genuine break.
Maybe it's a bad
I'll let it go. I'll let it go.
Okay. If you were Mafia and you wouldn't kill mint chocolate, raise your hand.
I'm not going to. I wouldn't kill him.
Personal. They would just be too obvious.
Yeah, the only person who can raise their hand right now is Orville.
It feels like we're just pointing fingers.
Yeah, so based on this information, I'm going to, real quickly, raise your hand if you would feel comfortable putting someone up.
Wait, what does that mean?
So like you're basically putting someone to trial.
Do you want to kill someone?
Exactly.
Yes. Do you want to kill
Matt.
Okay, so I'm seeing a minority. I think that has moved us past the trial phase.
I think it's like somebody has to put them up to vote, and then it's a second.
I think it's mathematically optimal to not lynch today, because then if Mafia kills someone tomorrow, it's 6-3.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And then...
Alright.
With trying to get on the town's good side.
My bad for thinking.
With that's okay. Given the fact that there will be no trial today, which is the town of Atlanta, Georgia's favorite pastime, you all climb back into your corn silos for another night of peaceful slumber. Please close your.
Did you?
Corn silos.
Yeah, please lower your heads and. All right, and the night phase has begun. If you are Mafia, please raise your head. And identify one person to kill.
That's crazy.
Alright, Mafia, lower your heads. Doctor, raise your head. Choose someone to save. Doctor, lower your head. Cop, raise your head. Choose one person to investigate. Alright, now, Cop, lower your head. And lastly, Vigilante, please raise your head. And do you plan to kill someone tonight? Alright, if you plan to kill someone tonight, please point out the person. Alright, now lower your head. Everybody wake up. Okay, all the sparrows sing their morning song as another beautiful dawn falls in the town of Atlanta, Georgia. But alas, there's another tragedy. We've escalated from a noise complaint, and we've alas come to a murder. Once upon a time, Joseph was in his kitchen. He was trying to get his iconic giant triple gold diamond wedding ring out of his out of his garbage disposal when someone an unarmed assailant came from behind and shoved him down the leg and then blended him cruelly. It was nasty. It was like a Mortal Kombat fatality. It was horrific.
He really got lost in the sauce.
I don't play Mortal Kombat. I couldn't do it.
And unfortunately, nothing. Services did not come in time, and unfortunately, it does not seem like the police know anything at this point in time. So, with that said, the discussion phase has begun. Okay. I'm actually gonna. You started last time. I'm gonna start.
You're dead.
You have to, yeah.
From beyond the grave.
Get out of here!
Choice on the smash team as well, so I could not have killed him. That's all I want to say.
Can we make it, if you're dead, you should like step out of the circle?
Yeah.
It might be helpful. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Can you like scoot back a bit?
I'll
Oh, but the
observe
table's
from
there.
my
Yeah, you can like.
Oh, okay.
If he's just sat
I
back.
suppose that works too. But yeah, who would try to kill Mint and who would try to kill Assad? I don't know.
All eyes are over there.
All I want to say is now that someone's dead, it's 6 town, 3 mafia. So that means we should lynch it no matter what. Because if we miss, then it's 5 town, 3 mafia, and they kill one tomorrow, and then it's 4 town, 3 mafia, and we still have a chance to vote someone out. So it's in our favor to vote someone out.
As a brief aside, I a little bit gummed up the process for voting last time. Effectively, when I asked people to raise their hands if they're interested in holding a vote, at that point, typically someone has to nominate one person for trial, and then someone else has to second it. It's not really like a vote of
Majority?
It's not like a majority vote per se. It's more about one person gets nominated, 2 people approve, like one person, and then another person seconds it. Then that person gets moved to a trial phase.
So I don't think Twizzy's spoken a lot.
I will say, Twizzy last year was the silent killer.
Oh, right.
But I would like to say, I know Matt's looking at me because he thinks it's me, but bro, why would I go? If I were the Mafia, I would not go after the 2 most obvious suspects I would go to. The 2 people I go to, that would point, all fingers would point directly to me, and you had your hand up.
She has a good point.
I don't trust you.
About you being the silent killer.
Trying to kill Matt and Joseph because you picked them first.
But that's just reverse psychology.
Yeah, I don't think that it's super good logic to say, oh, they're dead. Who would want to kill X person? Because number one, they have.
Does anybody have a scissor?
Get out of here! You're not from Atlanta, Georgia. You're not from Atlanta, Georgia. Go.
From another town.
You must eat this many peaches to join.
But yeah, so what I'll say is
You must be at least this sticky.
Lord Football was very defensive about saying I wouldn't kill X, and it doesn't really matter because he has teammates who could oversee him. I will say, I mean, he's new to the game, so I mean, that's not like.
Okay, Mister, I know you're new to the game, but you have not said really a word, and I'm starting to think that this might be a secret little hazard you have defense.
I don't know people personalities enough to be saying who would likely kill who, so I'm just trying to listen.
You got any vibes? Any vibes?
I was suspicious of. I don't know why I was smart for the same reason you just said. I don't know. I feel like smart is strategic enough to do it. I don't know. I'm not blaming you, but that's just what I was thinking.
Okay, so the only thing we know for certain is that Mint is safe, so I'm saying just let Mint shoot randomly. Because that way the Mafia has no impact on what he chooses.
No, that's a good strategy. If Mint is like really certain, then we should all just go with him because he's the only confirmed town, and we can trust what he has to say. We can't trust anyone else.
Oh.
Yeah, I do agree. I do agree that since Mint is confirmed.
I got killed! I can't be Mafia!
You literally can't be.
I do agree.
Yep.
The dog.
I do agree that
I got attacked by the Mafia!
Someone has the conch. Shut
I
up.
do agree that since Mint is confirmed town, he is definitely the most trustworthy out of all of us.
Crazy.
Yeah, honestly, there wasn't much to add on to that. A lot of us probably would kill Mint just for the troll.
Yeah,
If we were Mafia.
I'm saying.
But, like, yeah, honestly, that's all I have to say. I think we should trust Matt.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't have any information.
I guess I'm
You should pick someone who hasn't been
Okay,
talking
Matt.
Are you literally
Who
just
gives you
guessing?
bad vibes? Besides her, who gives you some bad,
bad vibes and someone who's not talking a lot.
Oh shit, look. Thursday, May 4th.
Because
You fucking put it
You!
to me?
You!
I would.
No! You vote Peter.
Oh, I'm not.
Because I did eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Come on.
Alrighty. So real.
I was saying, I'm getting bad vibes from Mr. Football.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
I'm getting bad vibes.
I'm getting bad vibes. Let me see that vibes.
I can't get a read with the sunglasses.
Bad vibes. That didn't work. I'm sorry.
That hides the poker face.
Oh shit, it's fun.
You're dead.
Love
dead.
Lady Gaga.
His ghost is speaking to us.
So the ghost is showing me memes.
Dude, fucking. Dude, we got a giant salt circle around Atlanta. You can't come in here. Our top exorcists have been on the job for months.
Alright. So, Destiny, tell me why you killed Assad.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
I killed Assault because I hate him.
He was
Go!
I don't know how else to answer
He
this.
does!
Hey, cool out, bro. Cool out.
Wait, Nick, what you saying is you like animal football.
You say it's me and Lord Football?
In an unknown third.
I don't believe I would.
Oh, I mean,
Oh, you look bad.
Okay, I trust him, so I don't think so.
You trust him for that?
I am highly
I trust him.
Yeah.
You trust him for that?
we should probably make a
I think we
decision.
should
Alright,
nominate
Epps,
football.
do you want to pass this up? So,
Camped Among Us?
no! You're not from Atlanta, Georgia!
Not at the game.
So I've actually heard a few different names called out in terms of suspicion. I think what I'd like to do here is, just to start, if, let's see, let's,
Would you like to raise your hand if you want to kill a suspicious person?
that's the thing, I'm trying to figure out this. For those of you who feel ready to go to trial, raise your hand. That's all I'll do to start. Alright.
Should be everybody.
No kidding, yeah, you got it. Now,
I can nominate first.
that said, I'm trying to figure out the fairest way to nominate first.
We just need anybody have a nomination.
Well, I've heard multiple
Usually it's just
nominations.
whoever gets to the gun first. I don't know.
Alright, alright, so whoever has a direct nomination, I'm sorry, please raise your hand. Let's see. Get this ball rolling. Alright, Peter.
I was gonna nominate Mr. Football.
Lord
So,
Football.
do you have a
I'm also
second?
second.
Okay,
We got a
third,
second?
fourth,
Alright.
fifth.
Okay, so now he gets a chance
My
to
bro
defend.
is found all four of them.
Who
And
gets
then
to
now
say
Football
yes
gets
to
a chance to
I
defend.
said
Exactly. Now football's ocean. You've all dragged Andrew from his silo and dragged him up high on the mount. You've got your pointy sticks pointed at him, and he's got a few words to say for himself. Let's say them.
What do I have to say for myself?
I don't know. What do you have to say? You're on trial. I'm not your lawyer. I'm just the game
All I
master. I'm not
mentioned
your.
is that I would not kill Mint Chocolate, which I would not, and I would not kill the Zog. The Zog even knows it. You can ask him. He cannot respond, but you can't ask him.
I'm watching the stream, I can see who's who.
I just say
real life murder.
We should make a decision.
the only thing I pretty much said is that we should trust Mint Chocolate
I agree.
because he is definitely not Mafia. Anyone else could be. If I had to give my suspicions though, I'd only really suspicious of Mafia. He hasn't said much. Outside of that, I feel like there's some people trying to gang up on people, particularly me. But since there's four of them, all of them can't be Mafia, so maybe I might just be suspicious with the way I talk.
I think what's best for tonight is just a safe random pick of someone who's not contributing much, honestly, because we have Mage King and we have like Old Man Spider. You're in the game, right?
I literally nominated somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
I forgot. I couldn't tell you. We're contributing, so
I
like.
think football has been a little sus, but I'm down for it.
Okay, I feel like Mage King or Old Man Spider.
Because he's right. The optimal play is to kick out someone.
It's
Well,
just they're not
first we gotta
contributing.
vote. First we gotta
Real
vote.
quickly,
Because
before we do
we're
that,
trial.
because I'm hearing
Because
I'm hearing a new turn to this.
we gotta
So,
close the case for like one person in order
Exactly.
to nominate another, so we gotta vote.
so
Wait, we can kill multiple people in one day?
no, we
No.
can't. It's just we're deciding right now if we're killing Lord Football or
I
not
thought
before
you
we move
started
on
with
to the next
spiel. I thought
trial.
we already killed him.
No.
No, we didn't know. We didn't hold a vote. We didn't hold a. We had,
I thought we did. My bad.
no, you just you voted to nominate him, but not kill him.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So with that said, all in favor of moving forward with the execution of Lord Football, please raise your hand. All right. The votes have spoken. Everyone has brought down their mighty spears and sticks and stones down on him, and the Mafia wins!
Mafia wins!
Oh, wow. I suck so
Wait,
Absolutely.
Stop. How can the Mafia
The Mafia doesn't win. They don't have an advantage.
It's even if both the people who died is counted, it's
I think you said that this was just like a weird.
It's
thought
7-3 at
Am I
this point.
tripping?
well, no, it's 5 and 3.
6-3.
But the Mafia
Well,
doesn't
no,
build
no,
themselves.
no,
You gotta start
no,
winning because
no,
they build themselves.
Okay, so we don't know if he was town or Mafia, but if he was town, it's 5-3. So
But you
Yes.
just spoiled it though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You gotta start winning.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's not that big of a deal.
So going into that, I had engaged under the pretense that that was like game point. I'm so sorry.
Oh, like this is the practice.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
this
what?
has just been a practice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
See, let's take a bow. We won.
You know, it's
knew it was
impossible.
smart.
It was
I
smart. I was
knew it.
correct.
Yes,
Okay, so if I was gonna kill Nick.
Can I moderate?
No, absolutely. Please do. I'll still end this time.
Oh, the Mafia killed Mafia!
I was addicted to winning.
That sucks. Because
Let's
the game is
go.
not over.
I go after you.
Because you kill him like that. That was Mafia. They could have these two.
Wait, where's Where Buck's at?
One thing I want to say is I was the one who like started the brigade on Lord Football because I was a Mafia trying to lynch him and no one touched it.
Swifty.
I said no.
I was gullible.
Yeah, you didn't act on it.
Pick me up.
You
After
weren't
we
supposed
said we
to.
trust Matt, we didn't end up trusting Matt.
round one.
No, from the offset, there are multiple times when I made faces at the camera because like shit was just someone ignored someone else, and I could tell the trajectory of this game was not going.
I just want to say my Mafia teammates were throwing for trying to kill mid shots. That's what I'm saying.
Why? It was the most
My
obvious
teammates
option.
were Smub and BKB.
Okay.
What the fuck?
After we said we trust Matt, we didn't end up trusting Matt.
Alright, I'm gonna try something a little different for this round.
Yeah,
A little more simple. Now, to make it a little more interesting, I'm going to do just 2 imposters, and we're going to have a cop, and we're going to have a medic. I don't want to do vigilante. So, okay, 4 roles. Now, here's the scenario for this, okay? Say like a random word. I'm gonna just make a story out of it.
Chungus Tower.
Okay, Chungus Tower and coffee. Okay, so we're all in the Chungus Tower. We're all worshiping the god, and we're all having our cups of coffee. Somebody orders Starbucks. We're having a great time. So we're on top of the tower, but it turns out that 2 of us are not under the religion. 2 of us are actually like from a different one, and they want to end. They want to end the big Chungus religion. That's fucked up. So we're gonna figure out the 2 anti-Chungians in the crowd. But I'm going to choose the anti-big Chungians. So everybody, close your eyes.
Wait, that's neat.
Oh yeah, he's
getting really sick.
Nick's coming. Nick's coming back.
Is anyone missing? Is both there?
I'm not playing.
Fuck you! You said you were down.
Yeah, and then Jared told me that he's picking me up.
Oh, well.
I was checking.
Hey, Jared. You know what Bones is?
If you text me, I'll okay. Yes.
The cop, if you're a cop, let me just say that. Everybody, if you're a cop, if I choose you as cop, you get to point at who you think is the anti-Big Chungian, and if they turn out to be, Mafia, I'll be like, and if they're not, I'll be like, so that's pretty clear. And you can choose if you want to reveal yourself as cop. That's your choice. But you would rather probably want to keep it secret. Okay. And medic is just like point at someone you want to save, and that's it. Okay, everybody close your eyes. The night falls upon the Chungus Tower as it falls over the land of Swagamuffin Minecraft server. So, but you're all a little jacked on coffee. It might be a little hard.
He's actually good at
Everybody close your eyes. I'm going to choose the anti-Big Chungian.
He wears his hat like that.
Did you call him the small Chungus?
He had I have the tech bro, he has the gameplay.
Okay, anti-Big Chungians.
Best player in the world.
Can you open your eyes, anti-Big Chungians?
See, that's
Okay.
what,
Who do you want to sacrifice?
If you had if you had mind punishment, he was you could do it so much better playing that.
Close your eyes, anti-big
other roles
Chungians.
before you kill anybody.
Okay, other roles. I'm gonna pick them. Shut up, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to now pick the medic. You're going to heal everyone with the healing powers of the carrots from the tower.
He's gonna heal!
The
carrots! Wow!
Okay, I chose the medic. Now I'm going to pick.
That was a little
I'm
weird.
going to pick the fed. Okay.
What? No, the feds!
Okay. Now, everybody, you may now open your eyes.
Hello!
It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. The flowers and the carrots are blooming in full. It's a day of prayer and worship for our God, Big Chungus. But unfortunately,
Wait, you
there
didn't
was
ask if
What?
the medic wanted to heal anyone.
Oh.
Aren't the cop and the medic supposed to do their job? Wait, nobody's supposed to die day
Wait,
one.
it's day one. Wait,
Yeah, it's day one. We
do
haven't
your
done
random
anything
shit.
yet.
Nobody died. Do your random shit.
Exactly. Go to sleep. We haven't done the first night.
no one
We just
died.
did the.
Nothing has happened. Do your random shit.
Should we close our eyes? What's happening?
And it's just day one.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
What time is shit?
So because this game, there's 2 power rolls and only 2 Mafia, so we're gonna have to be pretty active in the day and voting someone off. Because, since we have less night rolls, we have less back to rely on. The only thing we can really rely on yeah, then we just try and do what we want.
I just want to say that, like, I don't usually play this game so often, but, like, I can't help but laugh a little bit every time it's nighttime because I keep overhearing random shit everyone else is saying.
Because I was like, kind of sucks for laughing.
I'm cracking my shit up because I'm hearing you whine.
Yeah, I'm really funny, is what I'm saying. Like, it happens to everybody.
Just pretend you didn't hear anything. It's not important.
Alright,
No, I had that on lock.
He said there's only one person who will go. There's nothing to discuss. I'm tired.
I guess there's nothing to discuss.
Yeah, so can I get like another coffee or like?
You can get another coffee when you've done your prayer.
I don't want to pray.
It's time for church.
I
doesn't want to pray.
Okay, everyone, close your eyes. Close your eyes.
What if instead of sleeping and praying,
Okay.
and then the big Chungian?
You all pray so hard that Big Chungus comes down from the heavens and it knocks you out.
Oh my God!
So, okay, you're all just in such awe. You just
All you do, bro, is just stay still.
So, alright. Anti-Big Chungians. Anti-Big
game.
Chungians.
No, it was like
Open your eyes, anti-Big Chungians.
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Okay,
5
who
o'clock
do you
or
want
something.
to
It was like after
freaking
midnight
kill?
where you couldn't move. And if they caught you moving, you were out.
Okay.
I love that game. I would sit in a corner and just go
Medic, who do you want to
the
save?
whole day, bro. Nope, I would never move.
He's like, that's the best game I've ever played. He's like, I
Okay. Cop, who do you want to investigate?
Yo, mama.
Okay. Everybody, open your eyes. Everybody. Now we got a new day. A new day means possibly new disaster. But fortunately for all of you, somebody came in clutch, and nobody has perished.
Yeah. Bro, what was it?
Again? A first night save again?
Is it
Oh
mint
my
again?
God.
Who got attacked? Who got attacked?
Who got attacked? Do I just say it?
I mean,
They got
usually if someone's attacked in save, will say so.
Aiden did, but I mean, it depends.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
That's why I always lost.
I don't know why they got it out for you. Who wants to see Among Us?
They got it out for me because I was talking, so I'm confirmed now. That's pretty cool. Alright. Look at it.
Anti-big Chungians is like a lot. I liked his idea of calling them the small
It's too late.
Chungians.
Okay, well, the anti-big Chungians, because they're like anti-corporation. And
Yeah, we're not like
Wait, but
we're
they're
not
big.
just like we're not just like low level Chungians. We're like
They're literally like
I understand.
they're religious zealots. They want to.
So small Chungians are already a
I've done
role
a lot
that
of
exists within this.
Sure,
society.
but anti-big Chungians, like they hate the religion. They want
I
to kill.
understand.
They want to kill the followers.
So same principle as last time. Just like when Matt got killed and saved. Nick also, as he's elaborated on, effectively confirmed. So sort of what I'd ask people to keep in mind is just keep in mind, as a basic rule, keep the ratio of confirms to unconfirmed in your head. Like we know we've got Nick that's effectively, you've got, in that sense, 9 unconfirms at working on this level. Do with that information what you will, but like, if we need to hedge our bets at some point, just we'll be able to reference that.
You saying Matt?
I said Matt.
Alright. I know it's like the first or second day. I don't know.
Second.
Yeah.
It is the second day.
I mean, Aiden's already self-reported twice.
That is true.
No, I just said I happen to be part of the anti-Big Chungian unit. Listen.
What was that you said about not wanting to play?
Listen, not right now.
You climbed all this way to the top of the tower and you're being this confusing?
Listen, I haven't quite found God yet. It's a journey.
Literally self-reported.
Literally self-reported.
It's a part of the journey.
Third time.
I'm a convert.
He said he wanted to meet God, so why don't we help him and vote him out?
Oh, this is fucked
That's
up.
true.
This is certainly
Does
unkind.
anyone second that?
This is also just prejudice,
How little
right?
nights
No, I don't say. I don't.
How can you expect to grow your numbers?
How many nights there are against it?
I think voting someone out now would be a stupid idea. I don't know.
I think it's Matt.
You'd be right.
Wow.
How about?
Yeah. Taps is watching the whole time.
Just want to bring something up. Joseph didn't really say anything last game, but now he's kind of wasting our time by making a joke accusation.
He also died.
No
he
one
also,
said anything
like,
That's fair. That's fair.
He also died off the rip last time. So
Well, he didn't die off the rip. He had a day.
he died one day.
One day.
No, we don't have much to go off here, man. I'm
He
trying.
showed me Garfield memes. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
As a ghost.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true. He was a
Yeah,
good
you got shoved
Down
down.
the dirt.
You got shoved down at garbage disposal. It was really fucked up.
Anyone else?
Does anyone want to like?
Just like last time, I don't think we have any reason to vote today.
Does nobody want to make a decision? Okay.
Well, we still have a cop getting information. Cop, I'll say, I think if cop gets Mafia, they should claim tomorrow because it's likely that our doctor is 100% still alive. But the longer we wait, the more likely it is that the doctor dies, and we're worried that the cop will fit. So cop, if you find Mafia yesterday or today, then I think you should claim tomorrow. And tell us not only who you found guilty, but also who was not guilty, so that we can clear them. In fact, maybe we do that. Maybe you do that claim tomorrow anyway, even if you don't have anyone, because then we can knock off 2 people that are confirmed, and then if Mafia counterclaims top, then we can pick one to lose. So I think that's probably a good plan. But yeah, I don't think we should vote today.
Bailey, listening to
Huh? Nothing. It's time to go to bed, everyone, I guess.
We're not going to bed, we're praying.
Okay, pray to Chungus, pray to his big bountiful beauty, may bless you with his big bodacious body. Okay.
That was a little tough.
I don't know, did you just out yourself? Okay, so I'm going to choose the anti-Big Chungians. I want you to open your eyes, anti-Big Chungians. Point at who you want to freaking kill. Okay. Close your eyes. Medic, who do you want to save? Close your eyes. Cop, who do you want to investigate? Close your eyes. I guess that's all the rolls. So I guess you can all wake up.
Oh my god, dude.
Um,
Alright, I'm dead.
Now, unfortunately, there has been a death among us. The death among us is you.
What?
Lord football, no. Who did this?
Who would do this in the Tower of our Lord?
Literally.
We're peaceful people. It's of our doctrine.
What do you want me to do? You talk.
Okay. As per Nick's suggestion, I am revealing myself as I know ACAP, but I am unfortunately aligned with the Federation of Chungians, Big Chungians. Joseph, you want to explain yourself? Oh, I also, it has been 2 nights. Peter's cool. He's cool.
Anyone else want to be the cop?
Can I be the cop before? I mean, you want
You kind of just threw immediately by saying, "Can I be?"
Well, I don't know. At this point, it's either he's the cop or he's not.
Nick, is there a paper
Well,
cutter?
he's not a paper cutter. Look in the imagination station.
Just so it's not confusing, if you're dead, can you step out the circle?
Joseph, do you have a defense?
I mean,
Yeah, you're literally
Your defense would be to say she's lying and that you're the cop and that.
Dude, I guess that's my defense. That's like
Have you
the
never
only
played
thing I can say.
Guys, I hate to say it, I don't think I believe it.
You're gonna pass this.
Alright, so do we want to put in the
I was gonna have a point about how like people fake claims all the time, especially after the suggestion of claiming has been raised, in order to falsify some sort of identity. But dog,
You did at least yeah, I won't lie. Like, wanting to be a cop like that, just off the rips.
Wanting to be a cop.
I was being an honorary junior sheriff.
Just say that she's lying. She said no. She's lying.
This is a game.
Okay, give me that. I'm not lay off him.
I don't know.
I'm not saying that. Don't make it. Get it.
I'm gonna get tapped early again. I don't want to put my
That's your
headphones
fault.
back on.
You're not the mother. Have you never played Among Us or anything like that before?
No.
You never played Among Us? Among Us?
Alright, so being said that, do we feel comfortable moving forward?
I would like to keep getting away with this. What's going on?
I think we're
Dog, keep getting away with what being
You dressed up to your funeral.
I wish it wasn't you, bro. I'm sorry.
So I'm basically, because I guess I'm confirmed town. I'm basically tomorrow night.
There's
I would
still a
say
chance she's
doctor.
lying, but I'm going to say probably not.
I would say
Agreed.
doctor, save Joy,
Yes.
and sacrifice me.
Yep.
So.
Or someone else. That is the optimal play. Good call.
Yeah. So I guess we're voting on.
They can take him.
You guys want to kill
Also,
someone?
Ben
Yeah, we
can't
wanna
say
kill-
the same person 2 times in a row, right?
I don't believe so.
Okay, raise your hand. Who you guys want to kill? This is so sad. Okay,
sorry.
okay, it's pretty clear you want to kill
I wish I
Asad.
told someone else last game.
Oh, my
Okay,
bad.
well, okay, before we probably kill you, what's your defense?
That's like, I don't have a defense.
Okay, well, you just okay. I guess everyone
I
call.
already said that.
Can you imagine if that happened to O.J. Simpson?
I don't have a defense. I give up.
Wait, he's like, O.J., you're...
Yeah,
I'm escaping the cops. I'm out.
Okay.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Everyone in the Chungus Tower, out of fear, has decided to push Lasag out of the tower, plummeting to his death.
Oh my god.
Isn't there a water?
Now, everyone, a new night is among us. Everyone fall asleep. Okay. Okay, anti-big Chungians, can you please open your eyes?
Anti-Big Chungian, I want you to open your eyes. Point at who you wish to sacrifice. Who are you pointing to? Okay, you can close your eyes. Okay, I'm now going to need a medic to open eyes. Okay, medic, who do you want to save? Really? Okay. Yeah, sure. Cop, can you open your dirty fed eyes? Who do you want to investigate? Okay, close your eyes. Now, everybody can now open their eyes. Now, unfortunately, we have a death among us in the Chungus Tower. Now, that death is none other. Well, you might say that this one's destiny is intertwined with death. And that would be mint chocolate. Just kidding, it's destiny. I'm never letting Bailey do ASMR again.
Hey, Bailey.
I thought I did pretty good.
You made me feel uncomfortable.
I thought everyone else liked
dead tomorrow.
Did you like the little subtle lip smacks?
No!
It was fun, but it made me feel weird.
I don't know, it might be you because
I need a break.
if...
Did you continue? Wait, no.
No, but you can't save the same person 2 times in a row.
What? That doesn't mean
you're a
that.
cop.
Oh, so
I know, so I'm saying if they saved me
Who wants
last night,
Among
they
Us?
can't save me tomorrow.
Okay, D Twizzy gets Among Us.
Oh, right.
Okay, wait,
Let
so
D
wait,
Twizzy
Joy,
talk.
Joy,
D Twizzy gets Among Us.
I get
D
it.
Twizzy.
Did you mean as in
I
like
understand,
he
I
might be Mafia or?
No, I'm saying
No,
I'm
no.
saying they might not die
That's
tomorrow.
fine, because if Joy was saved last night, the medic can't save the same person like more than once. So the Mafia might go after Joy tonight instead of
Did you learn anything then?
Alright, I just want to.
I did learn something. You're not the Mafia.
Okay, I just want to announce that I'm the medic.
Okay. So
Why the self-report? Why would you do that?
yeah,
I do find that to be
explain
interesting
explain
without
explain the logic
substantiating
on this
personally.
self-report.
Oh,
So who have you saved? Well,
So
who did you save?
I-
'Cause you can save one more person
Wait,
tonight
Aiden
before you die.
has-
yeah.
So wait, who did you save?
I'm dead. I can help you.
Me?
Just as a minor aside, I want to be clear, not an accusation at all. This is more conspiracy theory brain. There is a non-zero, just because I do find it a little bit interesting that you weren't killjoyed after having been claimed cop, which is not not indicative of anything necessarily. It makes sense that, I don't know. Nick is also one of the more proactive players, so I can understand why.
We can just ask Mage King if you saved Joy last night.
Nick, well, no, that wouldn't have mattered.
I don't want to give that.
That wouldn't have mattered because multiple deaths can't happen. Nick already died. Saving Joy, whether or not you say.
No, I mean chose Joy to save last night.
But that wouldn't tell us anything.
No,
Anyone can make the
Tell the Mafia to kill.
Wait, but if we do, we could tell Mage King to save. If Mage King didn't save me last night, we could say save me.
But my point was real quick. Just the interesting with a confirmed power roll not dying, combined with the fact that I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just wanted to point out the fact that it is a little weird that at the very least Mafia did not choose an unconfirmed power roll to die, and that's not indicative of anything. But that is something worth noting.
So I don't know if this is a throw or not, but Mage King, you said you were the medic.
Yes.
It's funny because I'm actually the medic. Because I was the one who healed Joyce the last round, and I was the one who healed Lazaga
Hold
round
on a
4.
second.
So
Who did you
that is a very obvious lie.
Oh,
you got something to say?
Alright, I was just trying to protect the medic, so I'd rather them vote me out than.
Alright, phone him out.
Okay.
I'm not. No, listen.
Wait a minute.
Alright, wrap it
I
up.
understand
Let me
that.
finish.
It's actually a
Let me
method to
finish.
that.
And I was also trying to throw the imposter off, saying okay, I'm going to protect you or I'm going to protect
I kind
myself.
of get it. I kind of get it.
I was trying to protect the medic.
Interesting point for the end game, just definitely unconventional. I don't know.
Yeah, I know that was so suspicious, but I was trying to protect the medic, so they
seemed
could.
a little bit weird to lie.
Let's just throw people. Let's just throw them all.
Who did you investigate?
Oh,
Yeah.
you might as well.
Oh, Matt. Okay.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I was trying to throw them. I was trying to protect the medic. I read them vote me up, and I was also trying to throw them off, saying, "I'm going to protect you," and then the medic could pick whoever.
I will say we know that Mafia's on this side of the room because all of us.
Okay,
are
so
confirmed.
Self Mage King, if you're both the medic, you saved Joy last round, correct?
Yes.
Who did you save?
I'm not. I'm not the medic. I was just trying
Shit,
to
I'm
protect
dumb.
the
Never
medic.
mind, ignore me.
This is not as much. I will learn more next round if I survive. I will say as my piece, I am a fan when I am the Mafia to only subtly, never outright accuse, but subtly cast suspicion on someone. So I'm just saying
What I'll tell you about that is I'm not very socially adept, and so I like to hedge my bets.
fair.
Okay. So I know you're not gonna leave, but so I think they exit out me and Smug for now. Because I don't see why he would lie about being a medic. Because then the third person would say it.
Our ratio's gotten a bit confusing.
Yeah, so I think that's cancels. I know
there's
to
only
me
one
this
Mafia
cancels
left.
me
Do
and
you want to
Smug.
make do you want to make a decision tonight?
I think we should vote off either Quizzy or Aiden
I think
in
Twizzy.
the day. And then we just do the other one.
If
the
you want to
next
vote, you
day.
can, but I'll still say it.
I am no, because I kind of trust Nate King. I get it.
Okay.
I trust you, because you're new to the game, right?
What's that?
You're new to Mafia, correct?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I
It is not
believe
one
you.
It's not.
If you want to vote me, I'd also say vote Aiden.
Well, yeah.
You doing a task
whoever-
at night?
Oh, but I'm not. Probably I'm not going to survive the night.
I mean, I don't know, because we've got, right at the moment, I think the Mafia has been posed a coin flip between, well, no, you were saying last night, right?
Yes.
Yeah, not a coin flip anymore. That means you've got a giant phone run. Presumably,
I'm about to get inspected.
Have you did you
Better not
Okay, that's good to know then, because at the very least that means that
Santa Claus is coming.
we've got an obvious target. Sorry.
Hey, I've done plenty of work.
No, you did your time.
I feel like I have done well.
That was
Bro,
hard.
get out of here.
You're not a big Chungian, please.
You're not a big chunky. Get out of the circle.
Get out of the circle.
Get out of the circle.
Can you blow me?
Get out of the circle.
What?
Can you blow me?
Blow you?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
What? It's a balloon.
Please leave the
It's already
Please
Okay,
Yeah,
it
I
seems.
say,
Alright.
I say
Yeah,
Twizzy, and if it, I say vote Twizzy, and if it's not Twizzy, vote.
Okay.
In my opinion.
So you want to kill Twizzy?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody, close your eyes.
Wait, we gotta vote. We're voting.
Yeah. Didn't you already vote for Twizzy? Okay, raise your hand if you want to kill Twizzy. Alright, well, I mean, it's settled. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, yeah, the entire devotion of the church decided to throw D Twizzy out of a tower.
Including D Twizzy.
So, can the anti-Big Chungians please open their eyes?
Your name is your team player.
I want you to choose wisely. Okay, close your eyes. Medic, open your nursing eyes. Who do you want to help nurse back to health?
Okay, I don't trust you, bro.
What? Yeah, I got voted out. I might be working with kids or something like
Fed. Fed, do you want to investigate? Okay, close your eyes. Alright, everybody, a new day is among us. Unfortunately, we have a death among us. Now, among us, we have.
Open your eyes.
The person who was stabbed by a bunch of carrots one evening was, in fact,
I know it would be.
No shot.
so get out, sir.
That was the dumbest kill in existence. What the fuck?
I think Joy's Mafia.
What?
Wait.
Okay, that's
Wait,
enough
get
out
him
of you.
from the grave.
They got him from the grave?
I'm
Wait,
going
because
to have
how
an
is it?
angry
Okay,
stare if
okay.
the Mafia
Can
does
I?
not get voted
Yeah,
off.
please, by all means.
Who the hell?
It's Aiden.
Why do you think it's me? I'm just sitting here, dude.
Why do I think I'm the cop? And I
Outed themselves
I don't know,
in
you're
the
delusional,
lie
bitch.
for 2 months in a row. They're not actually the cop. They're not actually the cop.
Oh, okay.
They outed themselves in the lie.
Oh, let me elevate myself real quick.
How? How is the cop alive 2 nights in a row
That's
after
what I'm
outing themselves?
I don't know. Like,
How? Explain
I will
to
make
me.
it.
Yeah, that doesn't.
I let you marinate here for a second.
No one else
It's
can
impossible.
Joey, do you want the mic for this one?
That is not gonna lie, that's the.
First off, I do not know how I survived this long. Second off, affect you. It is definitely you. I confirmed you and you are dead. Ah.
Said like a rational person.
But if I'm not the cop, how did I know you weren't a mafia? I knew both of
Okay,
you
actually,
were
wait a minute. No. Actually, I think you got it more. You're not because you're yeah. Okay. Yes. I'm with you now. You're actually not.
I'm not following.
Okay, because basically, wait, hold on. Basically,
What's the theory?
The theory is that like whoever the other person is trying to keep Joy alive long enough to cast suspicion, which worked on me for a second.
But
right?
I confirmed that you were town.
Right. And I am town. I don't have any role or anything. So I'll go. Yeah, pass it to Matt. Pass it to Matt next.
Okay, yeah, I've got my one problem with that is, fact of the matter is, I was slated up to get voted no matter what after Naomi, apparently. I figured that, like, Joy, if you're a cop, why didn't you investigate me just to confirm the kill?
Oh, yeah, who did you investigate?
Because if you weren't, then I would be like, oh, well, someone must have been, you must have lied about being
Okay, then that would give us more information. What?
Who did you investigate?
Yeah, who did
I
you
invested you.
Is it
Were they
Mafia?
evil? Yes!
Oh, okay,
Why didn't you say that? No, wait, okay, so that's an interesting claim. You didn't say that from the beginning. What the
I
fuck?
did!
No, you
didn't! I went up and I said,
I have the Among Us. I have the Among Us.
He is the Among Us.
I have the Among Us.
Yeah.
She investigated Joseph Romeo, who immediately threw the game and then outed himself as a mafia. So therefore, she's the cop.
Okay. No, Joseph threw on his own. I could have done that. Why would she out the I feel like if I fucking asked Joseph how like the weather is outside, he would have said, "Not Mafia."
Why would she throw out the other Mafia?
Can we as a collective?
Common bet way to hedge
Okay.
bets,
Actually,
especially-
I'm with you. I actually kind of want to vote for Aiden. I think. I don't know.
Suck it, dude.
I'm gonna confirm again that I used my self heal in the last night because I confirmed myself as medic in the previous round already. So looking at what I know right now, I'm pretty sure it's Aiden.
Alright, dude.
Okay.
Can we vote?
I have the least amount of information, and we've got a couple roles active. So like at this point,
If we vote for Aiden and Aiden dies and the game doesn't end.
Oh yeah, when the game doesn't end, you guys are gonna fucking.
You know what? If the game doesn't end, kill me.
We still
By all
have majority.
means.
Okay, everybody,
doesn't end.
raise your hand if you want to kill Aiden Anti-Bob Symphony. That seems pretty unanimous.
Alright, you're dead.
Alright, they have all hoisted Aiden over their heads. Die! Thrown him millions of feet down to the floor. And they go, I was actually Mafia the whole time. And the game is over.
Yeah,
You know what? You won that game. That was not me. That was all you.
I fell for it.
That was my fucking.
Yo, no.
They did?
Listen, it was one of the. It was a 50-50. It was a 50-50.
I know.
Nothing. You were just unfortunately you were in my line of eyes.
Yeah, honestly.
I said, let me lubricate. Let me marinate.
Okay, everybody. So we have a